Alright, diving straight in, there's this thing called Azure Blob Storage that's pretty slick if you ask me. It's all about keeping all your data nice and safe in the cloud. You want to scale and manage loads of files or data, this is where Azure Blob Storage really dances, no gimmicks. First, you gotta grasp the big picture, right? Why are we even bothering with Azure Blob Storage? As an IT pro, you understand that data is the lifeblood of any modern business. Whether it's media files, logs, or backups, businesses are amassing terabits worth of unstructured data faster than you can click upload. Azure Blob Storage fits into this like the proverbial dream man, scalable, secure, inexpensive. With its ability to store massive amounts of data that you wouldn't even dream of managing on your own hard drive, Blob Storage is a treasure chest that keeps on giving. Alright, so Blob Storage is this versatile beast. It's not just about saving plain, old files. This thing handles all sorts of data, images, videos, backups, those logs that make IT go back and rethink, right? It's not picky, as long as it's just about blobs and no structure needed. No database engine for this party, just data. And here's a kicker. It can handle petabytes of this stuff. Imagine storing everything we'd do on hundreds of drives in a single portion. Now, let's get a bit more technical, shall we? The architecture of Azure Blob Storage is a feat in itself. It's distributed, replicated, and redundant, which means that even if half the land goes dark, your data is safe as a pearl in an oyster. To access this data, Azure provides a RESTful web service API. When you want to dig into this, there's a thing called Shared Access Signatures, or SAS, which gives you the keys to manage access without sharing your secret Azure key. Security is top of class. Blob Storage is tight from the get-go. Encryption out of the box, both at rest and in transit with industry-standard protocols means your data's not just secure, it's armored. Azure has got your back, no matter where the data goes or who touches it. Implementing this is another world altogether. Azure makes it super simple. You whip up your data, throw in some metadata, and Blob Storage makes it all happen behind the scenes. You start small, yes. But remember, as your business grows, so will your cloud needs, and Azure adapts with flexible pricing models that scale with you instead of burdening you. Let's chat best practices too. I find that regular audits and cleanups make all the difference. Don't clutter your storage with unnecessary data, keep it lean. Segregate your blobs using Azure Blob Storage's container feature. Think of containers as folders in your digital world, but without that pesky structure hiccuping performance. And man, remember to keep your policies in check. Fine-tune them to make access easy for your eyes only or let everyone peek. That depends on your secret sauce, but Azure lets you script this down to a T. Troubleshooting? It's a jungle out there sometimes. But Blob Storage is robust. Start with those sneak peek logs to catch what's wrong, then work your way up to diagnostic services, Azure Health or Azure Monitor. If you're an issue detective, I've got to hand it to Azure. They're top-notched in detective tools for their cloud. Advanced techniques, Azure File Sync. Think offline synchronization with your on-premises filing system. Then, weave the Azure Queue service that's for messages that have to get delivered with no prior notice to your services, keeping your processes chugging along even when the unexpected strikes. Now, let's not leave out lifecycle management. It's smart about when data fades into the garbage corner, but keeps it around if you need a second wind. Managed identities for Azure resources can connect to Azure Blob Storage, saves the hassle of remembering yet another to-do list key. This is modern magic at heart. Let's wrap this up by talking about managing multiple environments, dev, test, and prod, each with their own special Azure Blob Storage segment. Oh, and let's not forget about the Azure CLI and PowerShell. They're like Swiss Army knives in the hands of IT pros. I've been around the block with Azure Blob Storage. In my career, I've implemented solutions that help companies scale, secure, and manage vast quantities of data with effortless finesse. Azure Blob Storage isn't just a tool, it's a partner that's reliable, intelligent, and yes, absolutely indispensable. Alright, time to put this all into practice. Remember, stay curious, keep learning, and when you are ready to tackle big data in the cloud, reach out or just visit neeraj.qzz.io and give it a follow. TechLab and me are all in, ready to embrace the future of data together.